Hey there, my name is Sylvie and thank you for watching this video. So this is going to be a quick little tutorial on things you need to have if you're going to clean your bike. So all this whole conversation came about with a bunch of us ladies talking about chain grease tattoos. So you know what those are. That nice little mark on your leg, on your clothes, on your friend from your chain because your bike is ultimately so dirty that you're picking up all the dirt because you either put too much grease and didn't wipe it down, and now you're picking up everything off the road, and your chain and all your components are getting super dirty, and that's what leaves that mark on your clothes and on your legs. And some people love it and think it's so funny, and get tattoos, actual tattoos, but it's actually, and I say this with all the love in the world, it actually means your bike is very dirty, and it's actually a bad sign. So let's make sure that you aren't one of those people, and let's take care of our bikes. Okay, so here's a couple things that, why would you want to clean your chain? Well, the more grease you get on your chain, the harder it is on the components, and they get ground down faster. Okay, so especially when we go out in the rain, it is essential to wipe down our chain and then put grease on it and then wipe it down again. But you don't need to saturate your chain. So that's where a lot of people just start dousing their chains with all sorts of grease and don't bother clean off, or they just put so much on there that they just continuously have dirty chains. So let's just talk about some of the things that you need, and you don't have to go out and buy anything really per se, besides maybe something like this. All right, this is a nice little tool. It actually clips off, and you place your chain in it, you put your degreaser inside, you put your chain inside, and then you just run it, and I'll demonstrate that to you in a couple minutes. And then this is just to get through here in these couple areas, just to brush off some of the dirt. This is just like a water bottle cleaner, or you can find it in stores for cleaning baby bottles. Anyways, everybody should have one of these because you have water bottles anyways, but make sure you buy one dedicated for your bike. Okay, and then, of course, an old rag. And what do we do with all of our toothbrushes? Look at all of our toothbrushes. Toothbrushes are amazing for cleaning your chain. So don't throw these away. Keep them, because you will put them to good use cleaning up your bike. So, and a couple things about grease. That is very specific to everybody, the kind of lube that they want to put on their bikes. So go out and buy something that is specific to maybe what you like a dry, wet, dirtier climate. Anyways, but that's very specific to you, so you go and buy that. Couple things about this. A lot of people tend to use WD-40 as sort of like a lubricant. This is not a lubricant. This is a degreaser. So if you put this on your bike chain, it will remove the grease that you put on. So if you want to take off your components, however, like remove your chain, take off your derailleur, back cassette, let it sit in this stuff and the grease will come off. Okay, so this is important to have around. It's great, but do not use this to lube anything, okay? Now, how do you clean the dirt off your fingers? You can put gloves on, but ideally you'll probably end up ripping them when you're cleaning, and so it's really useless. What I purchased, and if you ever go into any mechanic, garage, bike shop mechanics, they use this stuff. It's always in the bathroom, and for good reason, because it removes grease immediately. So what I did, I keep that, funny enough, in my bathroom because if I get anything on me, then I'm just going to need to shower it off. And it's also great for removing soap scum off your tiles. Anyways, so what I did is I had an empty tube of this Neutrogena hand cream, and I filled it up with that, with the hand cleaner. And so because this has a really big hole, it was easy to sort of pump it in there. And so I keep this in my bike bin and in my car. So if ever like come from a ride, or if I want to wash my hands, and usually it's when you help somebody else take their bike wheel off or put their chain on, that you know, your hands get full of gunk. So I have this with me all the time. All right, so those are some of the main things, and we're just going to go over quickly what to do with your bike. And I'm not going to physically clean it, but I'm going to show you some little techniques that you can apply when you go to ride your bike, clean your bike. And I highly recommend that you do this, you know, a couple times a season, depending on what kind of terrain. If you're always like biking around dirt, then you might want to do it more often after like maybe a wet ride, something like that, before and end of the season. So we were talking about this little tool. So this usually comes in a kit. You can either buy it by itself or with other things. So the beauty of it is that you put your WD-40 to the line, and you do this and this, squeeze it, clamp it, and start running your bike through. See that? See how easy that is? There's no reason why anybody can, you know, not get one of these little puppies to clean their chain. So simply, like, awesome. That's like the easiest way to get your complete chain clean, is buy one of these things. Now, getting into the rear cassette, you're definitely going to want to spray this with WD-40, and you can either bring out this. There is another little tool. I forgot to bring it, but you know, the thing is, it's just cleaning in between the cassette. Or what you do is you take your shirt at the edge like that, and you run it through. And you clean in between each one of them, and that's going to reveal a whole lot of grease. All right, so that's the easy thing for the back cassette. Getting your toothbrush ready, you're going to get into the little intricate areas of your chain. You might want to, you know, clean your chain right off. You'll notice, if you want to get really into cleaning, you can remove your chain. So that might be a little bit advanced for some people, because what you need to find is the quick link in here. And it looks something, it looks like, where is it? I completely passed it. Here. You can't really see it, but it's a place where if you bend it like this, it'll snap open. Okay, everybody's chain has one, because you need to install your chain. And if you ever have, well, this is a little bit off topic, but if you have a broken chain, this is an easy way to fix it, but that's another topic. So let's get into cleaning some of the back derailleur. So these little sprockets here, they get really gunky, okay, with dirt. So you definitely want to, you know, pick that off and do both of them. And don't forget to clean the front teeth as well. So that's pretty much it in a nutshell when you want to clean your chain and your back cassette, because that's where all the dirt is picked up. Remember, once you clean your chain, you add some grease or whatever kind of lube you're going to use sparingly, and just keep running it through, changing the gears, and then wipe it down. Okay, you don't want to have like lube like dripping off your chain. Okay, that's not the goal. You want to make sure all the, you know, you put it in a little here, you roll it around so it gets in between all the links, and also in some of the moving parts back here. Okay, so if you have any questions, please message me below, and like and comment and share and subscribe to my YouTube channel. I'm going to be putting up more cool cycling stuff over the next couple months because we're getting into winter season, so I'm going to need something to do in the winter, and I just love showing different bike mechanic, you know, things for bikes, you know, and getting into some more advanced stuff. So thanks for watching, and like I said, please share and subscribe to my channel. Thanks.